Sibling rivalry is a parenting challenge. As parents, we must understand children stay together, play together, they are very happy sometimes, but there are situations when they become, they don't like each other's behavior and they start fighting. This fighting could be verbal, it could be physical. So one has to, as a parent, address this issue so that both the children learn how to resolve their differences. Let's understand why children fight. 99% of human beings are animals. So animals are territorial and they fight for their territory. But as humans, we have the power of imagination and we have some cultural rules. We need to go ahead and tell them the rules of resolution of differences. Differences can come up and sibling rivalry can be converted into an opportunity where they resolve their differences and they learn how to resolve disputes. As parents, we have to be aware that children follow what they see, they learn what they see. So parents make sure that you don't fight in front of your children. If you have differences, resolve in the absence of children so that there is no adverse effect on the psyche of children. As far as possible, stay away from the quarrels of children. Let them resolve on their own, and all issues which come up, they should be told, it is your problem, you should take care of it. There should be certain rules. One, no damage to property, no damage to the things lying around the room, no name calling and no hitting. So physical, when they go physical and they hit each other, that's the time for parents to intervene and they should be separated. When the children fight, they have a tendency to come to the parents for resolution. So a parent should not act as a referee. Again, you should tell them as parents, go resolve your differences. There is a way. Sometimes the argument becomes very loud and children have to be politely told, this is an argument, you are getting loud and this is disturbing everybody. So they should be sent to a separate area, maybe a basement, another room or some other place in the house. And most of the times children will resolve on their own and they become friends again and start playing. So parent has to be very careful not to become a party to the dispute. Again and again the parents should tell their children to resolve. If they become very loud, they are misbehaving, they should be told to go to the other room, another area like basement or a separate room where they can resolve their differences. Most of the times children are able to do so. They have a very short memory and they come back and become friends again. So parents should make sure that they are training their children for dispute resolution. They should not act as judges and they should not sound partisan. As I told earlier, there are certain rules: no hitting, no name calling, no damage to property. If a child does this, that child should be physically restrained and should be punished, not physically but in some other form which can be agreed upon by the parents. And sometimes these children have arguments in public. We must ensure that in public there are other people and other public places have some norms and it should not affect the privacy of others and it should not affect the it should not disturb other people. So they should be taken away from that area and told to resolve their issues. Suppose a dispute is there over a toy or another possession which children don't know how to resolve. So as a parent, you should hand over the toy or the video game or whatever to the child to whom it belongs. And there are certain common things like playing, watching television, they fight over the remote. So at that time you can tell them, If we have one thing and two users are there, how to take turns. So this gives them a life lesson, and they learn how to share things. As a parent, please ensure that you are not showing favoritism. Sometimes we have some preconceived notion about a child, that the boy is a naughty one and a girl is a sober one, but never say that, because the child who is getting favored will get encouraged and would come to you again and again to seek your intervention, which is not right. And the other child doesn't take it very kindly, and child thinks you are favoring one and not him. At the same time, once we have told them how to resolve, if children show a positive behavior, that should be encouraged and children should be rewarded accordingly.